Let me ask you something really quick. Have you ever recorded a podcast episode? You felt so great about the conversation and then completely stalled when it came time to make clips? You open the editor, you stare at the timeline, and suddenly you're like, why does this feel harder than recording and editing the entire episode? And then overthinking completely kicks in. Where should I start? Is this the right hook? Is anyone even gonna stop scrolling for this? If that's you, you're not doing anything wrong. This is exactly where most creators get stuck. And that's why Riverside's magic clips are so amazing. In this video, we're gonna take a magic clip that Riverside already gave us, and we're gonna turn it into a high retention, ready to post short. No overthinking, no starting from scratch, just making a few small decisions and moving on. This is the exact process that I use for my podcast and all of my content. So right here are all the magic clips that Riverside's co-creator has already pulled for us. It's basically going through the transcript of the recording and following the conversation just like a human would. It's looking for where energy shifts, something important gets said, or a hook just naturally appears. You could go ahead and post these just as they are. But what I want to do is show you how to upgrade it easily and quickly. We're going to focus on the things that actually drive retention. The opening seconds, the framing, the pacing, the actual cues that keep someone watching past the scroll. This isn't about chasing trends. It's about making your content clearer, tighter, and more watchable. So let's dive in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm looking at these. Right now you can see that they're all graded, just like you would see on captions or vidIQ. They tell you the ones that should be the most clickable. I'm gonna start with this second one here because it's a great moment from the conversation where it's talking about over planning is hindering your progress. So as you can see, the magic clip has already applied all of my branding. It's applied my logo, my background. It's placed me on the top and my co-host Crystal on the bottom. And by the way, let's say you want to switch that and you don't want to keep doing it throughout. If you click up onto tracks, you can drag and move each participant and it'll just place them wherever you want them in the clip. Or you can click and drag and it'll just switch us out that way. So the first thing that I like to do is our AI tools. And I like to apply smart layouts. Now what smart layouts are going to do is it's going to change the scenes and the orientations for you. And for high retention clips, I like to have my smart layouts to the highest it'll go, which is rapid. So let's watch for a few seconds and see now that it's applied the layout.
I'm sure before you started.
Well, the first thing that we see here is it's got the captions over my face. So let's bring the captions down. And what you're gonna see down here at the bottom is this scene, similar scenes, and all scenes. Well, I wanna make it similar scenes. So anytime it's just one of us on the screen, it puts the captions down low. Also, it's got me a little too far off to the side. So let's go ahead and bring me over closer to the center and let's do similar scenes again, okay? So any scene where I'm in the shot only, it's going to put me in the center. So now let's watch again.
Maybe you're different, but I'm sure before you started.
Now it brought it back up to the center because that is the standard spot for the captions.
Your story, you probably sat there and planned. Okay,
brings it right back down.
And
perfect.
One thing that I think that hinders most of us, and tell me if you have a different opinion on this, but we sit and we plan.
So far it's doing really well with moving the captions.
And we plan the start, but we never start. If you over plan the start, how do you ever start, right?
It's just one step. It's not.
So now with her, you see that captions are over her eyes again. So now let's bring it down to below her. She sat a little lower in the frame. I can't really raise her, but I'm gonna bring her closer to the center. And now we're gonna do similar scenes, which you can see it highlights all the scenes where she's by herself. And let's continue playing.
You don't need to plan anything, honestly. I always tell people, like, if you don't know what to do, if you take one step in the direction that you're trying to go, The next step is right behind you. It shows up. You don't have to go searching for it. If you're truly in alignment with what's meant for you, it just shows up. There's no way to overplan. And not only that, but when you overplan, you cause so much stress because nothing works out the way we plan it.
That actually is a perfect scene. The only thing that I would change is,
I'm sure
we'll go back to the top. And I don't like the way it starts because, again, we want high retention. You lose 30 or more % of your people who click on your video within the first, in a standard video, the first 30 seconds. In a short, the first 1 to 2 seconds. So if I start off with this line right here, I'm sure before you started, and maybe you're different, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose a lot of people. So I'm going to go right into before you started your store. Let's get rid of this.
Or before you started your store, you probably sat there and planned, okay, where can I put this? And one thing that I think that hinders most of us, and tell me if you have a different opinion on this, but we sit and we plan and we plan. And
that's it. That's how you take a magic clip and turn it into a social media ready to post clip. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this lesson, it's this. Retention isn't about doing more. It's about removing friction. Start with what Riverside has already given you. Make a few small tweaks, ship that clip, and then move on to the next one. Because the faster you get comfortable shipping content, the easier this whole thing gets. And if this helped you, check out the rest of the Riverside course right here. And don't forget to hit like and follow. And as always, stay healthy, stay balanced, and keep driving forward. We'll see you next time.